and welcome. In this video I'm going to talk about my planner journal section called Daily Doodles, and it looked like this in March and February as well, and in April it looks like this. So what I've done, I used to have 4 days per spread, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now I only have 2 days per spread because I'm trying to write more. So the point of these pages is that I want to document my life in a more detailed way than on my weekly memories, where I only put 1 or at the most 2 things per day. So this is more detailed. I put quotes, for example, and I put, if I've listened to a song, like I listened to Bread and Roses from the movie Pride, so I put that because I love it. It really touches me, so I put that to remember it. I put movies that we watch, things we eat for dinner, and then I started writing what I ate for breakfast and everything as well, but we'll come to that. So when I started this, I didn't really know what to write. It was kind of random, and I felt like I was sort of writing the same things that I did back here in the random / morning pages section. And some things that I write about that I rather like to put in my development section, like if I cycled on my exercise bike and how that felt, or what I've done at work and stuff. So I'm trying to find sort of the, what do I want to put on these pages? And I'm not entirely sure yet. But I do know that I like, when I look back on the pages, I like them better if there are doodles, especially these like swirls and things. I like there to be different color pens, different size pens to make it more interesting to look at. I like there to be pictures. And yeah, so I've sort of experimented with this during March and February and half of January, but I'm still trying to find my way. And I started thinking after a while, like there should be some things that I always document, like for example dinner. So I started that in February, I think. So I always wrote dinner in the same color, black, at the bottom of each page. And then I felt like, you know what, I want to, because every morning I sat by the kitchen window, so I saw the sun. It's been very sunny here. So I started always documenting the weather. And here it snowed. That's where I live. And I started writing what movies we watch. We actually have a special book for that, like just a small notebook where we write all the movies we watch. But I wanted it here as well to give it some context. And here's a quote. It's just a conversation between me and my husband. So yeah. So I've been sort of trying to find something that, like, the point of these pages, this is another version of the same thing where I've tried using the whole page. Instead of having 4 days per page, I have 2 days a page. But I want it to be therapeutic while I write it. I want to be sort of mindful about what I do during a day, so that I write everything down, so that at the end of the day I can look back and see, oh, I did lots of stuff. I cleaned, I worked, I drew some faces, whatever. And I also wanted to look pretty with these embellishments. So that's what I'm going for, but I haven't quite sort of found the perfect formula, as it were. So sometimes there are empty spaces, or things just look not good. Like, for example, this is not, I don't like this, like big text with this pen. No. I prefer, what do I prefer? I don't really know. There are a lot of things I don't really like. Oops. Oh. So, yeah, I'm trying to find that perfect balance between text and images and swirls and symbols, and I've started writing notes like this about things I did, like bullet journal style, but then I thought, you know, why don't I gather all the food I eat in one box at the bottom of the page? So I started with that, not at the bottom of the page, obviously, the top, but you know, I started gathering everything to do with food, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, in one place, because it tends to look a bit scattered and I don't know, cluttered when it's separated like this. So I'm trying to find a way of writing the things that go together in their own boxes. So down here I've written about what I've eaten today. Here I've written about what I did. And, you know, weather up here and so on. So I'm hoping that these pages will become prettier and more functional, both pretty and functional, as I sort of experiment my way towards the perfect setup. Because I do want to be drawn in. When I look back on my pages, I want to, you know, be excited to read, because I want to remember what I did. So that's it about my whatchamacallit, the daily doodles section.